The question which I sent you in the last class, ma'am, you have not sent the answer of those questions. Okay, it is okay. Later you can send. So later you can send it. We are going to start today a pseudo force. So we have discussed the problem based on the law of motion, how to find the acceleration of different bodies which are connected with a string or with pulleys. Next topic is, today we are going to start pseudo force. Pseudo force. Whenever a frame is non-inertial, so real forces or real forces we have discussed. The pseudo force is what? Whenever a frame is non-inertial frame. So now what is the difference between inertial and non-inertial? When a frame is inertial and when it is non-inertial. Suppose if a car is moving with a constant velocity, its velocity is constant, and there is another car which is moving with variable velocity. Either its velocity increases or decreases. Variable velocity. So when that car is moving with constant velocity, that frame, if its velocity is constant, its acceleration is zero. The acceleration of this frame, acceleration of this car is zero because it is traveling, it is moving with constant velocity. In the second case, the car is moving with variable velocity. Variable velocity, either its velocity increases or decreases. It means it is an accelerating body, accelerating frame. So A is not equal to 0. Here, in the first case, because velocity is constant, its acceleration is 0. In the second case, if the car is moving with variable velocity, its velocity is variable, so in that case, it is an accelerating frame, accelerating body. So this accelerating frame is called non-inertial frame. And non-accelerating frame is called inertial. Even if it is moving with some velocity, either that frame is stationary or it is moving with constant velocity, so that frame is inertial. And the frame which is accelerated, either its acceleration is positive or negative, either its velocity increases or decreases. In both the cases, it is a non-inertial frame. So that's the difference between inertial frame and non-inertial. Inertial frame is what? Frame which is at rest, or if a frame is moving with constant velocity. Non-inertial frame which is accelerating, accelerating frame is called non-inertial. The frame which velocity is variable, either its velocity increases or decreases. So that's the difference between inertial and non-inertial. Here it is inertial frame and this is non-inertial. So inertial frame जिसका acceleration नहीं है, non-inertial frame the accelerating frame. So in case of inertial frame we can apply that Newton's law. So here real forces are acting, and in non-inertial frame a pseudo force acts. So suppose if a person is standing over that car, यहाँ पे एक बंदा है. So in the first case, the net force acting on this frame, this man is whatever, because that man is over that frame. So no pseudo is acting in this. But here, if that person is over a non-inertial frame, either the frame is accelerating up forward or it is accelerating backward. Here I am taking its acceleration. That frame is accelerated in forward direction. So this man is going to get the pseudo force in backward direction. जैसे होता है कार में हम होते हैं ना, when that car accelerates suddenly, so we get a pseudo force in backward direction. If you are applying brake on your car, so when brake is applied on that car, so applying brake means you are applying force in backward direction. So your frame is deaccelerated. Deaccelerated means it is accelerated in backward direction. So in that case we get a pseudo in forward direction. That's why वो steering में airbags होते हैं ना, कि whenever the car is hitting with some objects, so airbags सामने होते हैं, because we are going to hit that steering or in front side. So why we are going to hit in front side because car is accelerated in forward direction, but suddenly brake is applied. So when you are applying brake, it means you are trying to decrease the velocity of that car. So when you are trying to decrease the velocity of car, it means that velocity decreases, so acceleration is negative, and negative acceleration indicates that acceleration is acting in backward direction. So we will get pseudo in forward direction. So here if this frame is accelerated forward, pseudo acts in backward direction. If frame is accelerated backward, the second case, this is the frame and suddenly brake is applied on your car. In the first case you are accelerating your car. So when you are accelerating your car, you will get pseudo in backward direction. You have to hold that car, otherwise you will get a pseudo in backward direction. Or even if you are like हम bike पे होते हैं and you are trying to accelerate your bike, so you will get a pseudo force in backward direction whenever you are trying to accelerate it. If your bike is moving with constant velocity, no pseudo force will be acting on you. But suddenly if you are accelerating your bike, so when you are accelerating, it means your frame is accelerating. You are trying to increase the velocity of your frame. So when you are accelerating your frame in forward direction, you will get pseudo in backward direction. When brake is applied, when you are applying brake on your bike, so when brake is applied, it means you are forcing your bike in backward direction. You are accelerating your bike in backward direction. So you will get pseudo in forward direction. So in this case, if suppose this frame is accelerated backward, so you will get pseudo in forward direction. So direction of pseudo force is always in opposite of direction of acceleration of the frame. Here in the first case, frame is accelerated forward, we are getting pseudo force in backward direction. In the second case, this frame is accelerated backward, so we will get in pseudo force in forward direction. But this frame must be an accelerating frame. If suppose frame is moving with very high speed, but it is at constant velocity, it is moving at a constant velocity, like in this case. Most of the time students get confused. What they think if a frame is stationary, the most confusion of an student is what? If a frame is stationary, what they think? Stationary frame is an inertial frame and moving frame is a non-inertial. So wrong है, because even if a frame is moving with constant velocity, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि frame हमेशा rest में ही होना चाहिए. It can be a moving frame, but if frame is moving with constant velocity, so at that time also its acceleration is zero. So acceleration के basis में you can define which frame is inertial, which frame is non-inertial. ऐसा नहीं सोचने का कि if a frame is stationary, it is inertial, and if a frame is moving, it is non-inertial. That is not like that. Either its frame is stationary or it is moving with constant velocity. In both the cases, that frame is an inertial frame. And if frame is accelerated, either it is accelerated upward or forward, either it is accelerated backward or upward, downward, whatever, its acceleration का direction is, you will get a pseudo force in the direction opposite of the direction of acceleration of the frame. Like here, frame is accelerated forward, we are getting pseudo backward. Here, frame is accelerated backward, we are getting pseudo in forward direction. If suppose your frame is accelerated upward in a lift, if a person is inside a lift, suppose lift में हम होते हैं, in this case, there is a person and this lift is accelerated upward. That lift is ascending. In the second case, that lift is moving downward with acceleration A. So in both the cases, that lift is also a non-inertial frame. When that lift is moving with variable velocity, when it is ascending, at that time, the frame is accelerating upwards. So you will get pseudo in downward direction. In the second case, when that lift is moving in downward direction, when this lift is accelerated in downward direction, you will get pseudo in upward direction. So in the first case, because that frame is accelerated upward, that lift is accelerated upward, so we will get pseudo in downward direction. In the second case, here lift is accelerated downward, so we will get pseudo in upward direction.
So is pseudo force the one with inertia?
It depends, because of the change in inertial property of a frame, it develops. Clear? So in this case, because that frame is accelerated downward, so you will getting pseudo force in upward. So here frame is accelerated upward, so you will get pseudo force in downward direction. In the second case, this frame is accelerated downward, so that person will get a pseudo force in upward direction. And if that lift is moving with constant velocity in the third case, lift man. In the third case, if lift is moving with its acceleration is zero and it is moving with constant velocity, v is constant. So then this man is not going to get any pseudo force, no pseudo. So here in the third case, even if this lift is moving, either it is moving in upward direction or in downward direction, in both the cases, if this lift is not accelerated, so we will not be getting pseudo force. So no pseudo force is acting on this person, because now in this case that man is in an inertial frame. But in these two cases, the lift is accelerated. In the first case, lift is accelerated upward. That man is getting pseudo force in downward direction. In the second case, lift is accelerated downward, so that man is getting pseudo force in upward direction. So direction of pseudo force is always in direction of always in opposite of direction of acceleration of the frame. Frame accelerated upward, man is getting pseudo force in downward direction. Frame accelerated downward, man is getting pseudo force in upward direction. And in the third case, that frame is moving with some constant velocity. It is not a stationary frame. It is moving with some constant velocity. In that case also, that frame is inertial. तो यहाँ पे हम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि अरे that moving frame is always a non-inertial. If that moving frame is accelerating frame या accelerated frame, then only you can say it is a non-inertial frame. If that moving frame is moving with some constant velocity, in that case it is inertial only. वहाँ पे हम ऐसा नहीं बोलेंगे वो non-inertial है. So here, if this car is moving with constant velocity, it is inertial, so no pseudo force. जैसे हमारे प्लेन में होता है ना, जब भी प्लेन टेक ऑफ करने वाला होता है, तो एट दैट टाइम ड्यूरिंग टेक ऑफ ऑफ अ प्लेन, एट दैट टाइम हमको बेल्ट पहनना होता है, बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम दैट प्लेन बिहेव्स लाइक अ नॉन इनर्शियल फ्रेम, बिकॉज इट्स वेलोसिटी कीप ऑन इंक्रीजिंग ड्यूरिंग द टेक ऑफ. फिर व्हेन जब भी वो टेक ऑफ कर लेता है एंड व्हेन इट इज कंप्लीटली इन एयर एंड इट इज मूविंग विद कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी, सो एट दैट टाइम तुमको बेल्ट नहीं पहनना है, बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम तो हाँ इट इज इनर्शियल फ्रेम. सो टेक ऑफ के टाइम पे दैट प्लेन इज नॉन इनर्शियल. When it is completely in air, वो proper stable हो गया है and it is traveling with a constant velocity, so at that time तुमको you are in a inertial frame, so you don't have to like वो बेल्ट पहनना हमको जरूरी नहीं है at that time. हम बेल्ट खोल के भी इधर उधर घूम सकते हैं, because you are inside an inertial frame when that plane is moving with constant velocity. So at that time तुम वो plane के अंदर इधर उधर जा सकते हो, because no pseudo force will be acting on you. At the time of landing, again the velocity of plane decreases. So at the time of landing also that plane again becomes a non-inertial frame. So during takeoff and during landing वो non-inertial होता है, because during takeoff its velocity increases, at the time of landing its velocity decreases. So in both the cases, that plane is a non-inertial frame. It behaves like a non-inertial frame. But when it is completely in air and traveling with a constant velocity, so at that time it is inertial frame. When it is inertial, even if its velocity is very high, 800-900 km/h, still that frame is inertial. तो हम उसके अंदर आराम से इधर उधर जा सकते हैं, घूम सकते हैं. You won't get any pseudo force in that. You will get the pseudo force whenever its velocity varies, either its velocity increases or decreases. So landing और टेक ऑफ के टाइम पे हमारे पास pseudo force एक्ट करता है, but जब प्लेन एयर में रहता है तो हमारे पास कोई pseudo force एक्ट नहीं करता, because when it is completely in air and it is traveling with some constant velocity, at that time it is inertial frame, so you are not going to get any pseudo force. But at the time of takeoff, its velocity increases, so it is non-inertial frame, you will get a pseudo force. At the time of landing also, its velocity decreases, again it is a non-inertial frame, you will get a pseudo force. So if you are inside a frame which is moving with very high speed but constant velocity, so even if that frame is traveling with very high speed but still it is an inertial frame, you won't get any pseudo force in a frame which is moving with constant velocity. Most of the time students get confused. What they think, if a frame is movable, or if a frame is moving with some velocity, with some high velocity, it is non-inertial frame. It is not like that. If frame is accelerated, non-inertial. If frame is non-accelerated, yeah, its acceleration is 0, that is inertial. So inertial frame में कोई pseudo force act नहीं करता. When the frame is non-inertial, then only you will get a pseudo force. And the direction of pseudo force is always in opposite of direction of acceleration of the frame. If frame is accelerated forward, you will get pseudo in backward direction. So no pseudo force is acting on a frame. So either its velocity is 0 or velocity is constant. In both the cases, the acceleration तो 0 ही है. So pseudo force. No pseudo force acts on an object when it is on an inertial frame. So now next we will learn what is the magnitude of that pseudo force, how to calculate the magnitude of the pseudo force. So magnitude of its direction is always in opposite direction of acceleration of the frame. The first thing, if frame is accelerated, ये कार है, if that car is accelerated forward, एक आदमी है उस पे, there are two persons, one person is of mass small m, other person is of mass capital M. So because both the persons are over a car over a non-inertial frame because that car is accelerated in forward direction with A. So दोनों लोगों को pseudo force मिलेगा here. The first person, that first man is going to get the pseudo and second is also going to get the pseudo. Pseudo 1 and pseudo 2. So the magnitude of pseudo force is equal to product of mass of object and acceleration of the frame. Mass इसका लेंगे हम the pseudo, if you are finding the first force, first पे जो pseudo लग रहा है that is mass of the first person into acceleration of the frame, and pseudo force acting on the second is what? Small m into a. So pseudo force is what? It is the product of mass of object multiplied by acceleration of the frame. Pseudo force is equal to mass of object multiplied by acceleration of frame. Acceleration of frame. So mass of object multiplied by acceleration of frame, and it is always in opposite direction of acceleration of frame. Always in opposite direction of acceleration of frame. Its direction is always in opposite direction of acceleration of the frame. If frame is accelerated forward, you will get pseudo in backward direction. If frame is accelerated upward, you will get pseudo in downward direction. If frame is accelerated downward, you will get pseudo in upward direction. Its magnitude is what? Mass of object multiplied by acceleration of the frame. तो यहाँ पे जो मोटा सा आदमी है और एक पतला सा आदमी है, तो जो पतला आदमी है उस पे pseudo कम लगेगा, मोटे आदमी पे pseudo ज्यादा लगेगा because its mass is high. कोई कार है, कार में दो लोग बैठे हैं, एक पतला आदमी एक मोटा आदमी, सडनली ब्रेक इज अप्लाइड, तो दोनों जाके आगे ग्लास को हिट करेंगे, बट जो मोटा आदमी रहेगा उस पर ज्यादा pseudo force एक्ट करेगा, तो वो ज्यादा फोर्स से जाके टकराएगा. सो इन द सेम नॉन इनर्शियल फ्रेम डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स पे pseudo force डिफरेंट एक्ट करता है, बट एक्सेलरेशन सबका सेम रहता है. तो लाइक द pseudo force acting on the first man is what? Capital M into A. The pseudo force acting on the second man is small m into A. That is product of its magnitude is what? Product of mass of object multiplied by acceleration of the frame, and its direction is always in opposite direction of acceleration of the frame. So if you are taking that lift ka case, if you are observing the weight of a man inside a lift, there is the lift first case, the second case, and the third case. If you are observing weight of a person, यहाँ पे weighing machine है, and if a person is over that weighing machine, in the three cases, the weight of that man, his mass is m, so his weight is mg. Because weight always acts in downward direction. In the first case there is mg, in the second case also it is mg, in the third case it is mg. Because of gravity, the gravitational acceleration is acting in downward direction. Now what will happen if this lift is accelerated? In the first case, if it is accelerated upward with acceleration a, in the second case it is accelerated downward with acceleration a, and in the third case, even if that lift is moving with some velocity, but its acceleration is 0 in the third case. So how to find the weight of that man in the first case, second case, and the third case? In the first case, what are the forces acting on this man? His weight is acting vertically downward, and he is getting, in which direction he is going to get the pseudo force? Because that frame is accelerated upward, so he will be getting pseudo in downward direction. And the pseudo force is what? Magnitude of that mass of object, yeah, mass of this person multiplied by acceleration of the frame, that is ma. In the second case, because that lift is accelerated downward, so he will be getting pseudo in upward direction, that is ma. And in the third case, he is not going to get pseudo force. No pseudo force is acting. So in the first case, when lift is accelerated upward,
What part should be in there?
in which, okay, so in the first case, pseudo and weight both are acting in downward direction, so his weight increases. In the second case, his weight is acting in downward direction, but he is getting pseudo force in upward direction. So in the second case, his weight is what? The net weight, mg minus ma, and in the third case, no change in weight. So the weight in the first case, weight in the second case, and weight in the third case. In the first case, it is mg plus ma. The weight of that man increases. So when you are inside a lift and that lift is ascending, that lift is accelerated upward, your weight will increase. You can observe it by putting a weighing machine. In the second case, that lift is accelerated downward, so he's getting pseudo force in upward direction. So here his weight is what? mg minus ma. And if suppose in the second case, if that lift is descending with an acceleration of g, अगर वो lift g से नीचे आए, like free falling body, तो वो जो बंदा रहेगा उस लिफ्ट के अंदर वो weightless हो जाएगा, because mg in that lift is moving with g in downward direction. So in that case pseudo force will become mg. So his complete weight is cancelled by the pseudo force. तो उस केस में क्या होगा, वो weightless फील करेगा. और अगर लिफ्ट g से ज्यादा नीचे जाएगा तो ये बंदा ऊपर जाके हिट कर जाएगा. If suppose downward acceleration of that lift is 2g, so in that case what will happen, he is going to get pseudo force of 2 mg which is double of his weight. तो वो upward direction में जाके उसके रूफ को हिट कर देगा. And in the third case, तो यहाँ पे तो इसका जो here its weight is what, mg plus a. The weight in the second case mg minus a, and the weight in the third case that is mg, no change, because in the third case that lift is stationary, or even if that lift is moving with some constant velocity, that man is not going to get any pseudo force. So if he is not getting any pseudo force, its weight won't change. So in the first case his weight increases, in the second case his weight decreases, and in the third case the no change in his weight, because that frame is inertial. Okay, now the question, if suppose there is an accelerating frame which is accelerating in upward with g by 2, the acceleration of the frame is given. This is an accelerating, suppose a lift here that is accelerated with g by 2, and inside a lift there is a pulley with which two blocks are attached. Here the first block is of mass m, second block is of mass 4m. Now you have to find the tension on the string and acceleration of the blocks. So what are the acceleration of the block and the tension on that string? Here it is not an inertial frame. इसके पहले जो हम लोगों ने लॉ ऑफ मोशन में क्वेश्चंस किया था तो वहां पे इनर्शियल फ्रेम होता था, so we were not considering any pseudo force, but here this frame is accelerated. It is an accelerating frame which is accelerated in upward direction with g by 2, that the acceleration is given. So now यहाँ पे जो you have to consider pseudo force on both the blocks, that additional force you have to consider here. इसके पहले जो हम लोग क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते थे वहां पे फ्रेम इनर्शियल था, तो हम pseudo force कंसीडर नहीं करते थे, but here you have to consider pseudo force because that the blocks are inside a non-inertial frame. That frame is accelerated upward with g by 2. The first step, just show the pseudo forces. That's the additional force which we are getting here. This frame is accelerated upwards, so both the blocks will be getting pseudo force in downward direction, because frame is accelerated upward, pseudo is downward. So pseudo force acting on this and pseudo force acting on this. First I am showing the pseudo force only. So frame is accelerated upward, blocks are pseudo force will be acting in downward direction. What is the pseudo force acting on this? M into g by 2, mass of object multiplied by acceleration of frame. In the second, on the second block, it is 4m g by 2. This is what the pseudo force is I have shown. Next, the normal force is the other forces which are acting on this. The tension T, here also it is the same string, so that's why tension is same. Here its weight, that is 4mg, and here its weight is what? mg. So मैंने जो red line में show किया हुआ है, those are the additional pseudo forces which we have to.
4mg is 2mg. There are 2m.
No, this is 4m na. The mass of the second block is 4m.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Clear? So now you can make the equations. Because its overall downward force is greater, so it is going to accelerate in downward direction, and the second block has to accelerate in upward direction. So you can write the equation for this. So the pseudo force is what? 2mg. So that 4mg plus 2mg, these two forces are acting in downward direction, minus t, the upward force, is equal to net force. Net force is what? 4ma. For the second block, for this block, because this block is accelerated upward, that means t is greater than these two forces. T is greater than weight plus pseudo. So t minus weight is what? mg minus mg by 2 is equal to what? ma. Now you can solve these two equations. T will get cancelled. 6mg minus mg, 5mg minus mg by 2, you will get 9mg by 2 is equal to 5ma. mm will get cancelled. So what acceleration we are going to get? 9 by 10 g. That's the acceleration of the block. Then by substituting this a key value, this acceleration key value, you can get tension on the string. Now the second case, if suppose again there is a non-inertial frame which is accelerated upward with g by 2, but blocks are kept like this. One block is put over a horizontal surface and other block is over a vertical surface. The masses are Suppose here it is 2m and here it is 4m. Now you have to find the acceleration of the block, acceleration of both the blocks and tension on the string. So again, because that frame is non-inertial frame, to first show the pseudo forces. Frame is accelerated upward. So on both the blocks, pseudo force will be acting in downward direction. So for this block, pseudo force is what? 4 mg by 2. For this block also, pseudo force is what? 2 mg by 2. But the pseudo force acting on this block is completely cancelled by the reaction force. इसका जो pseudo होगा, because it is over a horizontal surface, so वो pseudo ज़्यादा लगेगा, तो उससे उसका weight बढ़ जाएगा, but इसका acceleration में कोई effect नहीं आएगा, because that pseudo force and its weight कितना है? So weight is what? 2 mg. So that pseudo and weight is completely cancelled by the reaction. तो even if the pseudo force is acting on this, acceleration उसका कोई role नहीं है. यहाँ पे इसका जो weight होगा, weight is what? 4 mg. So this weight and pseudo both are responsible for its acceleration. It is accelerated downward and it has to accelerate in forward direction. And now the tension on that string, so इस पे tension इधर जाएगा because T is always away from the block. Now write the equations. On this block, two forces are acting in downward direction, 4 mg and that pseudo force. Pseudo force is what? 2 mg. So both the forces are acting in downward direction. So that's the net force because of which it is accelerated in downward direction. So 4 mg plus 2 mg, that pseudo minus tension. Tension is acting in opposite direction of acceleration of the frame. So minus T is equal to 4 ma. For this block, the block which is over a horizontal surface. So for this block, this m, its weight and pseudo both are cancelled by the normal reaction force. So pseudo का कोई effect उस tension पे या उस acceleration पे नहीं आने वाला है. This block is accelerated because of the tension acting on that block. Because T is acting in forward direction, block is also accelerated in forward direction. So T is the only force which is responsible for its acceleration. Pseudo is cancelled by the normal reaction force. Yeah, pseudo is cancelled by the normal reaction offered by that horizontal surface. So what you can write? Only T is the force which is acting in forward direction and it is accelerated because of T only. So T is equal to 2 ma.